What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another anime reaction video. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was one of the most highly requested openings to react to, and I also want to give a very special shout out to Agino, the very first one who recommended this one to me. And a brief side update, I am about 6 or 7 episodes into One Piece and I am loving it. Do me a huge favor and drop a like on the video, and if you go on to enjoy the content, subscribe down below as well. And leave a comment letting me know what other anime openings I should react to next. I should also probably mention that my knowledge of JoJo's on a scale of 1 to 10 is probably like a solid 0.7. Really have no idea what the show's about. The first opening is the only one that I've seen. I watched that one in my other anime openings reaction video. There's about 21 openings, I believe. Well, actually 10 openings, but some of them had different versions. So with all the different versions, 21 in total today. Let's waste no more time and hop into opening number 1. Here we go. Ooh. All right. All I can say is the visuals on that were so cool. Very different from the One Piece ones, obviously, that I watched for the last reaction videos. I love the way it looks. And the song was great, too. I like the style of these a lot. I gotta go with probably a 9 for both the visuals, the overall opening, and the song. I'll go with a 9, too. Loved that first one. Although story-wise, I still need to kind of figure out who the blue-haired person is and who the blonde-haired person is. Blue-haired guy seemed to be the good guy. Blonde hair guy seemed to be the bad guy, and there's a mask involved somehow. That's kind of what I got from the first opening so far. All right, here's opening number 2. Ooh, there were some initials on there. Now he has purple hair. Did he change his hair color? Or is this a different person? I think it's the same guy. These openings are so like visually stimulating. Although this one almost feels like I'm on psychedelics. Okay. I think this is the same girl from the first opening. Although not entirely sure. I think that's new. Hmm. Some other villain, maybe? Wait, now are they on the same team? Or are these two different people? Or maybe they were never fighting each other in the first opening. Seemed like they were, though. Well, I like that. Let me know down in the comments if I'm way off, but I think the guy with the blue hair is Jojo. I definitely think I liked the first one a little bit more than the second one. I'm going to cheat again and do 0.5 scores for this one. I'm going to say like a 7.5. I loved the first one. I think the first one's going to be pretty hard to top. The song, I'll say 7. I didn't dislike it, really. I just think the first one was so good that by comparison, I just like the first one a lot more. Opening 3. There's almost like an audio delay at the beginning of every single one. Ooh. Ooh, new person here? Or maybe... What just... Is that like a spirit that came out of him, or was that him? Maybe that was the same policeman from the first opening. Looked like a policeman, at least. Ooh. I don't recognize that guy. It's just... It looks so good. This one looks really good so far. It's so detailed and crisp. Well, I don't recognize that guy either. There were 5 little, like, shooting star things at the beginning. Was that supposed to symbolize 5 people? The scout, the beard. So many people that weren't in the last opening. Oh, okay. I assume... I can't tell if it's one person changing into another person or they're different people. But I like it. I like it. What is happening? Okay. One thing I will say about these compared to the One Piece openings, for example, is that I feel like I was able to kind of catch on to the story in the One Piece ones a little bit faster than I am so far on these. I think that's why it's like a little bit frustrating for me, but I'm sure I'll get there. It's just a matter of kind of like figuring out who the reoccurring ones are, and there's like stuff going on. People are changing. I don't know. Hopefully I get a better sense in the rest of these. I'll go with a... visually, I'm gonna say a 9 for that one too. Loved that one, and I'll say an 8 for the song. I like the song as well. Just probably the first one is still my favorite so far. This one's the first opening that has different versions to it. So this is opening 4 version 1. Okay, now we're kind of getting a sense of some reoccurring characters. I think roughly 5. I want to say. Something to... Okay, comment down below what the name of the guy is with the beard and the hat. Something tells me I would like him. Is the flat top guy... 1, 2... Oh, it is 5, I think. Except for that knight-looking guy is not in there with them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think this is Jojo now, right? He just looks different in this one than he did in the first opening. He's rocking the hat now. I think I'm right there. I could be way off. There's a little puppy on his shoulder. I don't think I've seen him yet. Okay, so it's definitely like him transforming into some other, like, fighting being. Ooh, that was really cool close up. That was a fun ending. Okay. Very nice. Definitely think I'm starting to get there. I think there's a group of like 5 key central figures, and I think Jojo is the one with the hat, and he's actually turning into something now. So I'm starting to get there. Like the song, I'll probably go 7.5 for the song. No, I'll go 8, because at the end, that like hype part at the very end, I'll up it by half a point. And then the overall, I'll go 8 for both, actually. So now this is the same opening number, but different version here. So this is opening 4 version 2. So I'm curious how different it will be from version 1. Okay, so starting out with the same, like, cog wheels. I'm probably going to be such a, like, noob and not even see what the difference is. I think it's identical so far. I'm waiting for something that's, like, distinctly different from my memory of the last one. Oh, I don't think the dog was... Maybe he was and I just missed it the first one. Is it the song? Is the song what's different? It might be the song. Ooh, I don't think that definitely was not. Okay. It is a little bit different. That little interlude part there. I'm pretty sure the song is different. What was that? Is this the same guy from the first opening? That was cool, dude. It's like Dragon Ball Z on steroids. That was dope, man. I like that. Okay, that one, I like that a lot. I was kind of confused how it was like a different version, then like a few changes here and there. Then obviously the thing at the end where the blonde-haired guy comes out of like the ether and starts talking to who I assume is Jojo. I probably would have given that one an 8, but that one little ending piece upped it, I think, a whole point. So I'm gonna go with a 9. I just feel like that really elevated that one for me. Very memorable, honestly. The song, I'll stick with an 8 though, but pretty good. In contention for one of my favorites so far. Still think the very first one is probably my favorite one to this point still, though. Opening 4, version 3. Here we go. Starting off with the cog gears again. I think the music is similar, but... Ooh. Oh! Was that red chicken looking thing in the other one? Didn't remember seeing that part. It's funny, you almost like catch different things each time. Maybe it was in there and I just missed it. Okay, pretty similar so far. I'm hoping there's some big change at the end. I kind of have an idea of the group now, too. Although sometimes the guy with the armor isn't included in the 5 of them. I don't know why. Is he going to say something different this time? It feels the same as the second one. Interesting. I wonder if time travel is involved in this show at all. This might just be being like a noob, but I didn't see a ton of differences between that one and the second version of the 4th opening. There probably was, and I just missed it, but let me know down in the comments what I missed between opening 4, version 2, and version 3. I don't know if I should just go with the same score or maybe go with a lower score because it didn't change. So I'll just say 7.5s for both because I didn't see a ton of change. Opening 5, version 1. So we are getting more. I think we're getting multiple versions on every opening from here on out, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, okay. This is kind of more reminiscent of the first opening so far. Actually, this part's similar to the second opening. It's like almost hurting my eyes. Ooh, well, I don't think I know who that is yet, do I? Or maybe the character's appearances just change a lot more drastically from arc to arc in this show. Maybe that's Jojo? I don't know who this boy is either, do I? I feel like I had caught on to who the characters were, and now they're just... Oh, no, that's Jojo, I think. I think. Which means this isn't? Interesting. It feels like something pretty major story-wise must have occurred between the 4th and 5th openings. Because I feel like there's like 3 or 4 characters that we're not seeing anymore. Like the guy with the beard, for example, who I said I liked. But hey, new characters too. That's cool. That one like kind of threw me off a little bit. Lots of new characters. I think it was 3 main ones that it was trying to focus us in on, other than Jojo. I didn't love it, if I'm being completely honest. So I'll probably go with a 7 for the song, and I'll give it overall like a 7.5, but not my favorite so far. That was version 1, but let's check out version 2 next of the 5th opening. Okay, now it seems like the core group is down to 4 rather than 5. Not really sure what happened to the other characters, but guess I gotta watch the show to find out. I'm still not 100% sure if this music is the exact same as the first versions. I think that's different, isn't it? I didn't remember that transition from the first one. Oh, there's names in this one. I don't think there were names in the last one. Mister, was that his name? The young boy? I think the song is definitely different. There's a chef in there. So, do they all have something that they're able to like transform into? I know Jojo does. It seemed like the boy does too. Nice. Okay, not a ton of differences, I guess, though. It was a slight improvement from how much I enjoyed it from the first one. I think mainly because I got some name information, if I'm not mistaken. I think his name was Mister, I want to say. Although I might be way off there. I'll go 8 and stick with a 7 for the song for that one. Now I'm going to really pay close attention to version 3, because I think they're going to give that information about names again, I would assume. So let's see if I can catch the names this time. Oh, different song entirely. Okay, okay. I feel like this one, the song difference was more apparent to me initially than the differences in the version 4 openings. I'm also curious, like, how they distinguish the versions in the show. Like, are they all? They're all still part of the same arc, I'm assuming, right? Mystery. Oh, mystery, not Mister. This feels the same so far, other than the music. It almost feels like a different show from the 4th opening, though, if I'm being honest. Overlooking the city. Interesting. Oh man, I feel like I'm being a hater, but I gotta go like 7s. I didn't get anything new from it, I guess, other than the song. Actually, I'll give the song an 8, maybe, but because I think I liked it the most out of the 3 different versions of the opening 5 songs. I'll say 7 and an 8 for the song. I feel like that's fair, I guess. Time for opening 6, and having seen how different the 5th opening felt to the 4th opening, now I'm like, what are we gonna get in the 6th one? Let's find out here. Ooh. Okay. So these seem to be the characters from the 5th op. Oh, he's back! Bearded guy is back. I like him. I don't even know his name. He's holding a baby. Who is that? Ooh. Is that someone we've seen before? Oh. These 2 women are shapeshifters too? Is everyone a shapeshifter in this universe? 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's the one that turns into the robot guy. Okay. Where's Jojo? Have we seen him yet? Who's that? Initial reaction to that one, I'm pretty sure Jojo was in it. I just don't think we got like a close-up of his face at any point, it felt like. I thought it focused more on the other guy who shapeshifts into the robot-looking dude. Also, for those of you that have seen Jojo's, you're probably like just cringing at all my terminology for these people right now. I'll say 7 for the song and 7.5 for the overall opening. Kind of middle of the road. That first one was so good. I'm surprised that nothing has topped it yet. I think the first opening is still my favorite. This one is titled, interestingly, it's Opening 7 version 0.5, which makes me think it's almost like a prequel of sorts. Let's check it out. Breakdown, is that what that said? I don't think we know who that is yet, do we? This looks like the haircut of the robot guy. Yeah, it is. Got peace and love on his shirt. Okay, green hair guy. Interesting. I wonder if that was... if he was there twice because that was like saying something about what power he has. Is that Jojo? The guy with the tie? And he just looks different? Maybe it is. Oh, no. That was Jojo. Jojo always has the hat. I'm pretty sure that's how I know who he is. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I have some thoughts on this one. Something I am now beginning to understand. I think it started in opening 6 and I didn't realize it. And now the opening 7, I've seen the version 0.5 one. I am getting more on board with what's going on. It feels like Jojo is not the central character anymore. It almost feels like they're focusing more on the supporting cast, specifically the guy who I said has the funky haircut that turns into the robot-looking dude. It's really interesting how they've almost taken Jojo, like, not out of the picture, but he doesn't feel like the focus of these openings anymore. We'll see if that holds true through the rest of these. So now we have opening 7, and this is version 1. We had version 0.5, this is version 1. I am really curious why not just, you know, obviously there's got to be a reason why it's 0.5 and 1 rather than 1 and 2. Let's see if we can maybe catch what that reason might be here. There was someone on the outside of the building there. I don't know if I saw that the first time. Is it different at all yet? Doesn't feel like it is. Also, the blonde hair guy from the first few openings, I don't think I've seen him in a while in any of these. Wait, was... okay, that Jojo was there in the last one too, I think. Is it bad that I haven't noticed anything, like, hugely different yet? Oh, that might have been different. This part might be different? I feel bad. I don't know. Like, I feel like there's not a ton of differences between these versions. And now that I'm saying that, eventually when I'll watch this show and go back and see these differences, I'll be like, oh, how did you not notice this between this? I guess I'll just say like 7.5 for that opening and like a 7.5 for the song. And there is another version of opening 7. This is opening 7 version 2. So we had 0.5, 1, and now 2. I feel like I'm not going to see a difference. Oh, is his shirt? Definitely different. Definitely different. Also, I feel like time travel is involved in this show. Okay, now I'm noticing differences. Interesting. Is it just everything in reverse? I mean, it's different. I feel like there's definitely something about time travel going on in this show. Or time in some... Lucky Land? Was that in there the first time? Huh. Justice is what it's... Okay, I didn't see that before. Ooh, okay. Plot. Not sure who the dude at the end was. Seems to be like the prime bad guy maybe in this one. Just because it was so different, I'll say like an 8.5. I enjoy the twist. The song I'm still kind of just meh on. I'll probably go 7.5, but the breakdown thing is definitely getting stuck in my head. And it's probably going to continue being stuck in my head, seeing as we have another version 3 of opening 7. However, this is technically the 4th version if you include the 0.5 one. Breakdown, breakdown. Is it going to do the reverse time thing again? Ooh. Okay, this guy. This feels very similar to... to opening 2. I don't think the audio was in there before, was it? Which is a weird thing to add. Like the star between Lucky Land, was that there in the last one? I feel like they're purposely throwing small changes in because whatever's going on in the show has something to do with changing time, I want to say. I still don't really know what the symbol is. What did that say? 1909? Oh. It's almost like in the 3rd version, something bad happened in the show that they had to fix. And then the 4th version of that 7th opening was like as they're fixing it or after they fixed it and things are like kind of back to normal. I don't know. That was the vibes I was getting. 7.5. I'll give the song another 7.5 as well. Of those, what was it? 4 total? 0.5, 1, 2, and 3. Of all of those, I definitely liked the version 2 the best. The one where it like paused and then the guy broke it and it went backwards. I like that one a lot. Opening number 8. I think we're closing in on maybe like 5 or 6 more, something like that. Statue? Jojo? Oh, someone bleeding. I don't think we know who this is, do we? I will say, as harsh as I've been on some of these, all of them have absolutely incredible art design in these openings. I don't even feel like I've seen a character that I reckon. Is this the same green hair guy from the last opening? Interesting. Well, there's a few, yeah. I do like the way this one looks a lot. Like, the less cutscenes, the better. How it's just, like, morphing back and forth into things. Wow. I'm a little lost. Hey, I feel like there was new characters again in that one. I don't know if the guy with the fancy hair was Jojo or if Jojo wasn't in that opening. I'm assuming that may have been him. Again, let me know down in the comments. I love the way that one looked. I will probably say like an 8.5 for the opening itself. And the song, I'll go with an 8. Probably one of my favorites in the past few that we've seen. Opening number 1, I think still my favorite of all of these so far. Opening 8 was just the one opening. Now we've got opening 9, and this is version 1 of that 9th opening. What's happening? Was that flashback from like opening 3 or 4, whatever that was? What's that? That was cool. It scared me though when that sound came through. Wow, okay. Interesting. Can you tell I'm a big fan of like mystery thrillers and like plot twists? That one, again, it was pretty much the same for the entire thing, except for like that middle 15 or 20 seconds, which scared the heck out of me, by the way. For that reason alone, I'll say 8.5. I love the twists. I do. They all seem to be centered around time in some way. The song, I don't remember what I've been giving the song for that past version. I'll say like 7.5 or 8, maybe something like that. This is version 2, and for whatever reason, it also specifies sound effects for this one. The opening 9 version 2. There's the break. Ooh, some opera music in the background with some organ. I love going into these things blind because I have no earthly clue what the story of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is. But my interest is piqued just by watching them. I don't feel like the sound effects really added like a ton to it. I mean, it was cool, but I'll just stick with like an 8.5, I guess, and stick with like a 7.5 for the song. Okay. Yes. That one, I feel like I got a lot more story information, honestly. It felt like triumph over the bad guy was the point of the twist in that one. It almost was when the bad guy was talking to him, like when time was paused, he like snapped out of it and the bad guy seemed like, oh shoot, what's happening? Like he was almost caught off guard. I've been giving the opening 9 twists ones 8.5s. I'll say 9, why not? I'll go 9 and maybe say like stick with a 7.5 for the song. All right, we've got opening 9 version 4. This is the last version of opening 9. This is the most versions of any opening by far. If you include the sound effects one, this is actually the 5th opening 9. music hits. And then I gave the last one a 9. Sure, we'll give that one a 9, and I'll stick with a 7.5 for the song. No differences there. I am curious. Comment down below if you know the reason why they would choose to make a different version with or without sound effects. But if it's like a story reason or like a plot reason, definitely don't spoil the show down below. Last but not least, the 10th and final opening. This one is also titled Stone Ocean. It's the only one that has a title. Interesting. Ooh, yeah. It's a very different vibe. Feels like the first opening a little bit. Oh, Stone Ocean is like, okay. They in a prison cell? This is really cool looking. It feels a lot like the first opening. Have we met any of these characters yet? I like the song, though. Is there almost like a different protagonist in each arc? That's what it feels like. Discs. There's seen a lot of discs this opening. Okay. Ooh. Huh. I gotta say, this show definitely keeps you on your toes. For all intents and purposes, if you wouldn't have told me it was a JoJo's opening, I probably would have thought it was a different show. 3 girls who I don't think we've seen in any of the openings so far. I'll give the opening overall like an 8.5. I loved the way it looked. Song, I'll go with an 8. I was a fan of the song as well. These JoJo openings really got me interested, and for an entirely different reason than I think the One Piece ones got me interested. The One Piece openings almost felt like this chronological story where you're following the same group of people. I think it's pretty clear with the JoJo's openings that the emphasis of the story, while early on I thought it was going to be centered around one person, almost feels like it's more about the world and like time travel maybe, and everyone is like these shapeshifters. That's kind of the overall sense I'm getting. Let me know if I'm anywhere remotely close to what the story is about. Again, I have no information about what JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is. Is JoJo someone's name in the show? The other key thing about these openings that really stood out to me is they were so aesthetically beautiful. The way that they're done almost with the comic book style, but infused with the 4K look, for lack of a better term, just really makes them visually stimulating and appealing. So that was for sure the thing that stood out to me the most across nearly all of these JoJo's openings. My interest in anime is becoming more and more piqued day by day. So as always, if you have any suggestions for anime openings or shows that I should watch, leave a comment down below with your favorite anime. Don't forget, new anime reaction videos go live every Friday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern time, so be sure to check them out. And if you enjoyed this one, once again, leave a like and subscribe down below for more of those videos coming your way. Appreciate each and every single one of you, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace.